Okay, so we're going to Salem and steal the artifact from the fancy rich Dwanky party right before the auction starts, yeah? You're going in after dusk, and it's foggy and raining. So maybe try to do the whole thing quietly if you can. It's an old mansion, but the security systems are pretty solid, with many upgrades. Under the circumstances, the less attention we draw from the kettles, the better. But if you gotta go loud, then get it done chop chop. Hope the weather doesn't bother our equipment. Wouldn't be good if you guys got cut off in there, yeah?
I could see myself living in a place like this, if it were, you know, less creepy.
Oh, don't envy you, friends. Got to be a lot of spiders in that house. Awful things. Crawly beasties.
Maybe we'll bring home a couple as pets for you, Locke.
Let's make that money.
Yay, remember to actually play out the dialogue this time. So yeah, new heist. This is actually the first time I did this one. I decided to go loud. Well, technically it is the second one, but in the beginning, you know, I had to do some stuff, so I just restarted instead of, you know, showing off something where I'm, you know, just sitting in a corner for like 20 seconds. So yeah, first, but, you know, technically the second attempt on this heist. What I can say about this heist, loud, it's very similar to the diamond, but I would say the objectives are in the open on this heist. So higher difficulties, having weapons with good crowd control, you know, Dragon Breath, round shotguns, grenade launcher, flying towers, shotguns in general are definitely good weapons here. So yeah, here I'm kind of just scouting out, decide to take this card here. You know, just to have a early Joker for the extra movement speed and the help bonus, especially with the Hacker Perk deck, which I'm using currently. Using a setup where I have Hostage Taker Aced, and I have a Sneaky Bastard Basic with 7 dodge bonus and Low Blow Aced. Also using the new signature SMGs Akimbos. What can I really say about the signature SMGs? Akimbos are pretty nice, you know, big magazines, 100 in total, which is pretty good. Low damagings, and, you know, no speed pull mag, which kind of sucks, but hey, at least you have 100 shots in the mag. Or in the mags. So yeah, here I'm also just exploring. Like, you will see me just run around aimlessly and try to like find stuff. I spent a really long time on this heist. Yeah, you can probably beat this heist in like 10 minutes. I will guess. Also, there is extra loot on this heist, just like, you know, the diamond as well. Yeah, where was the site? Oh yeah, the signature SMGs. The Akimbos are pretty good, you know, big magazines with the extended mag. Pretty good concealment as well, can get up to 27, which I've modified these for. But again, you know, you get low stability and low accuracy. Accuracy is actually not too terrible, it's 32 accuracy I think you can get with the maximum concealment, which isn't too bad. But still, they're Akimbos, so you don't really care too much about having a high accuracy on the Akimbos. Unless you are playing on maps where there is a lot of long-range fighting and snipers to shoot, like Goat Simulator and like Green Bridge snipers, yeah, long-range situations like that. So yeah, here, you know, the game actually points out the first objective. I didn't actually notice I was at the beginning. As you can see here, I'm actually busy killing stuff, and here I actually notice it as I turn around to kill that guy. Yeah, there's a lot of killing on this map, and the Hacker Perk deck is super good on this map, because, you know, close quarter, a lot of killing, you will, as long as, you know, you have a grenade launcher or a good crowd control weapon with you, you can very easily recharge these pocket ECMs very quickly, and constantly have that extra dodge bonus. Also, the health regen is nice, even though in that sentence it doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, it's nice to be able to tank a guy shot here and there with your health, so, you know, that's definitely nice. Yeah, when it comes to the signature SMGs, the single one, I would say is pretty bad. When I tried it out, I don't know if this is true or not, But when I use them, the ammo pickup seems to be very terrible. Like the same ammo pickup as a mid-damaging SMG / assault rifle. But, you know, it is a low-damaging one, and total ammo is only 200, which is lower than most low-damaging SMGs. And, you know, the team AI constantly getting cloaked and all that. It's very common. So yeah, here you see like enemies just pile up on this map. And, you know, there are spawn points right on top of you almost everywhere. There are a few places that are really good hiding spots, but very few of them are like right next to objectives. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. And, you know, since how the game is in its current state with, you know, enemies are constantly spawning, the spawn cap is really high, and assault waves pauses aren't really that long either. Makes it, yeah, it doesn't really makes it like really good to like wait out assault waves, and it's better to just like swan song through, you know, enemies and just force the objectives with swan song. Which is definitely something that would be cool, like if Overkill actually tried to like adjust, because, you know, choosing what swan song, you know, it's fun for like a smaller, like a little while, but then it just gets tedious and gimmicky. And yeah, swan song is definitely one of the strongest skills in the game. It's always have been like one of the strongest skills. Before One Down came out, I would say it wasn't as necessary, especially when you had the new skill trees as well, compared to before, the old skill tree system. When you have, you know, you had to heavily spec into one skill tree to get certain things. Like, if you wanted Inspire, you have to heavily spec into Mastermind, and that took a lot of points away from you. And, you know, since in the Mastermind skill tree back then, since in Master Tree you had like pistol skills and assault rifle skills, you usually wanted to like use those weapons as well. Since, you know, up to way to Inspire you can pick up those skills. So yeah, first time great. Here I see the acid medic bag. Look out at those dodges. The Hagerberg tech is so fucking good. It's just stupidly good. And, you know, when you get the Team AI 5 dodge bonus and everything, it's just so good. It's so good. It's definitely a really good like crowd control dodge deck. Way, way, way better than Rogue for crowd control. So yeah, here, as you probably noticed, you know, I have the next objective, but I'm not really paying attention to the objectives. I'm just so busy killing stuff because, hey, it's fun killing stuff and all that. So yeah, here we go to the vault, and as well, this is also an area where the enemies can spawn right on you. So not that good cover here. Barely avoided that cloaker, which is nice. And you know, a lot of weird bugs and stuff. Enemies, you know, standing in places where they shouldn't be standing, in walls, floating in the air and all that. Look at 2 medics rushing you. Isn't that fun? Having 2 medics next to each other. At least, you know, if you are able to kill them very quickly, they aren't a problem. But, you know, even versus like 2 medic bulldozers right next to each other, that's just very, very, very tedious. And I personally always found the medic doing it just being like tedious. Like, that's all it is. It's just tedious. Like, oh no, like he's healing someone, let's kill him again. Yay. But, you know, when you have weapons like a grenade launcher, you don't care about them healing. Because you can just so easily just kill them again and again and again and again. And with high damaging grenade launchers, you can, well, you almost always 2-shot medics with it. And, you know, since projectiles can detonate, or grenade launchers with the projectile can detonate multiple times for some stupid reason. I think it's something to do with that the projectile is actually hitting multiple surfaces. Also, look at this dodge, it's so amazing. Yeah, I think it has to do something about the grenade is actually hitting multiple surfaces and the game doesn't really know what to do, and it just gives you multiple explosions. Because it definitely seems like you get multiple explosions more often if you're aiming at like multiple surfaces, but sometimes even on a flat surface the grenade just decides to like explode like multiple times. So yeah, no real like good idea why it happens, really. So yeah, accessing the office. I was like, the office, that has to be this area of the map where Bruce was, you know. Since it's boxed in bulletproof glass, you know, it seems important. So it's probably like an office. And yeah, it is the office. So yeah, you have to drill open the office, and in there is a computer which you have to get like the codes, because the codes to the vault are constantly changing. And to get into a vault you have to stop the code and from changing and get the code as well. The classic, oh shit, people are starting to shoot at me, let's spray at them. Works every time. That strategy works every time. It works even better with shotguns. Because shotguns, you know, you barely need to aim with them. Yeah, that's one of the spawn points, as you can see right there. And also they repel from the roof as well, which is also annoying. Like, I don't get why they added so many spawn points there. Like, they're just all around you. They spawn on top of you everywhere. I think, like, the only good, like, safe places here are the like, closets, which you pick up at the blowtorch or a tool later on. And inside the vault. Since, you know, it's only one entrance point from those places, and yeah. That's one thing that kind of sucks with the pocket ECMs. They don't always stun bulldozers or enemies in general. So, you know, that sucks. But hey, this is Death Sentence, so, you know, you can die from whatever, basically, on this difficulty. Yay, more grenade launchers. Just spam, spam, spam. Spamming like you're playing Demo Man in Team Fortress 2. So yeah, there you see like the pocket ECM are stunning the bulldozers, which is really, really good. Giving you like a little bit safer method to take down bulldozers. You know, anarchists also have like a very safe method to take down bulldozers because, you know, because of the Blitzkrieg Bop, I think the card is called. And, you know, every 15 seconds when your armor breaks, you get 2 seconds of invincibility. Which, you know, it's really good, especially if you're with anarchists, which, you know, you can always like armor gate with very easily. Since you regen armor, you know, small amount of armor, like, after each second, depending on what armor you're using. And then, you know, having bullseye, and also whenever you hit someone from the perk deck itself, you also regen armor. Yeah, here I tried to get like more jokers. Here I get one. I only really need one. I just don't really care about having jokers. I just want to have the bonuses they give me. So yeah, this area you have good cover, but since they also spawn behind you, you kind of have to keep a watch behind you. Which, you know, if you're playing with multiple people, it's not that difficult. Because, you know, one person can basically focus on the back spawns here from windows. And cloakers everywhere. Yeah, this area is also like one of the easier areas to hold down on this map. Just keep spamming those grenades. I wonder why grenade launchers are so good in a game where you're constantly getting swarmed. I wonder why. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing this heist still later on. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually make a video on it or not. Because, you know, when I make videos, I like to have at least some commentary. I don't usually do live commentaries because, you know, I can suddenly make stupid noises and all that, and it doesn't sound that good and all. And as well, I don't really have that good microphone setup for... Also, that was a lot of explosion from that grenade. But yeah, I don't really have like a good microphone setup for live recordings because I have a lot of background noise. I have a computer with a lot of fans. Some of them are getting a little bit old, so they make a little bit more noise than they should. So, you know, I like to record post commentary because then at least then I can, you know, get rid of the background noise and all that. So yeah, here's a medic dozer with his super overpowered 10 damage SMG. Yes, medic dozers, like Death Sentence medic dozers deal 10 damage with their SMG. 10. I'm not joking, it's actually just 10 damage. That's all. So yeah, here's the code. Typing in the chat because I'm playing in a online lobby. Just, you know, have it on private. The AI getting away, in your way for dominating cops. That's always annoying. Yeah, also something that is really nice with the ECM feedback is that it actually, whenever you know, it stuns an enemy, you actually deal 1 damage, I think, to an enemy, so... And, you know, since how dominating enemies in Payday 2 works, as long as they are damaged and not surrounded by too many cops, you can always dominate them. Which is really weird, and especially, you know, if you are more used to playing Payday the Heist. You know, where I think in Payday the Heist you can actually only dominate cops in between the assault waves, and they have to be, like, alone and damaged. So here's a 1 minute time lock. So I just decided to, hey, you know what, I have a really strong perk deck, I have a really strong crowd control weapon, aka a grenade launcher. Surprise, surprise, a grenade launcher is a good crowd control weapon. So I just decided to, you know what, why not just stay here? I have the doctor bag here, whatever. And, you know, I bet the cops can also stop the time lock, so... Looking away from flashbangs to not get as much flashed. That is really important if you don't have the flashbang resistance from Resilience Ace, I think the skill is called. Yeah, look at that healing! Sadly I go down here. That sucks, but, you know, Death Sentence and all that. You know, you just die from the smallest things. So here's a minigun dozer, very annoying. Although minigun dozers aren't that difficult to take down, especially with a pistol build. Like high damaging pistols with a trigger happy basic. Like, and crits, you know, you take down minigun dozers like in a very few amount of shots. And then you know, you have the Thanatos. If you hit them directly in the face, they can only survive 2 shots. Yes, minigun dozers are actually the only like enemy in like the normal difficulties that can survive a Thanatos shot directly to the face. Which, you know, the Thanatos is still like a really good one-trick pony of like taking care of bulldozers, but you know, it sucks that, you know, they take 2 direct shots to the face, because I think a Thanatos like deals at like a direct headshot, like somewhere like 30k damage or something, I think. It might be a little bit more, like 35k, but it's not a 48k, which is the amount of health the minigun dozers have. So yeah, here I need to collect the tool. I think here I was thinking to just wait out the assault wave first. And I think I actually end up doing that. You know, to just give you like 10 seconds of a pause, which reality, like, that's all you really get in between the assault waves these days, especially on Death Sentence. But even then, I have like actual like assault pauses like from the game itself when the assault wave is not going on until it like starts again. Have been like 10 seconds sometimes. And it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre that for no reason, like no good reason, like the assault wave just almost immediately starts. Again, you also have to do something about killing enemies and all that. Like, I think if you end up killing a lot of enemies that are left on the map, the game for some reason starts to spawn enemies a little bit faster. Which is weird, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, more jokers. Just to get the health and movement speed bonus. The Joker itself, like, he will not survive that long. Especially not on this map, since, you know, enemies are just spawning on top of him all the time, and, you know, if a minigun dozer spawns on him, he dies very quickly. Jokers and Team AI dies very quickly from minigun dozers. Same with, like, turrets as well. That's, like, the two things you should really watch out for, outside of, you know, tasers and cloakers, when you are playing with Team AI. So yeah, using the blowtorch found in one of the, like, closets, whatever you call that, those side rooms. And take the black tablet. Nice and shiny, as Locke said. Yep, time to spawn kill enemies with the ECM feedback to regen health. And, you know, also just have, like, a stupid dodge at all times as well. Like, I did actually get the Switch version of Payday 2, and, you know, I did actually use the hacker perk deck almost always there, because, you know, it was the only, like, newer content. And also, you know, I want to check out how the Switch version really was. And the Switch version is, like, okay, although, you know, it seems like to be very buggy, because, you know, the system is not that strong, and weaker systems in general after experience with Payday 2, when the game is struggling to run. The game seems to bug out a lot more. But again, you know, on the Switch version, the AI is still tied to frame rate. I'm not sure if they actually updated the Switch version. I doubt it. I really doubt it, though. Because, you know, overkill and updating the console versions of Payday. They usually don't do that. Yep, that was like a double or triple explosion. You can kind of like tell whenever you get like multiple explosions, like on the sound, and also like how far enemies sometimes fly. Like, you're probably seeing like once in a while, you know, an enemy, when they get shot by a grenade launcher, just fly like they just fly so goddamn far up in the sky. So yeah, that's mostly because there is a multiple explosion. So yeah, waiting for the helicopter, you know, why not wait? Like, around the vault area. Inside the vault you have really good cover. Also, you'll probably notice, you know, the suits on you are different. Which is kind of nice, you know, you have tuxedos, I think's how you pronounce that. So yeah. Yeah, going down again, because trying to go out for ammo. You know, using a dodge deck. You know, dodge only carries you so far, no matter how much dodge you have. You know, even, you know, when you are using Sicario with max dodge bonus and are inside the smoke bomb, sometimes dodge just doesn't care and just fails you, and, you know, you go down. Which is especially annoying when you are inside the smoke bomb with Sicario. But again, Sicario is actually pretty good. It's overall a little bit weaker than Rogue, but, you know, you have the smoke bomb, which makes it really good to force objectives on. Kind of giving you a weird combination of Kingpin and Rogue. Which is the reason why I love it. I like it so much and use it so much as well. But yeah, sadly went down right outside the escape, but, you know, Team AI, they almost never die anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, here's the reward screen, and, you know, I'm going to show off, you know, the weapons, you know, skills, setup and all that. Because why not? Also, all of those achievements, Jesus. What's the card? What's the card? It is a mask. So yeah, here's the stuff I used. Kimbo signatures, the Compact 40, here's the skills. Hackenberg deck, you know, electrical brass knucks, Dr. Bag. And, you know, Team AI skills, very basic setup. And yeah, that's that. So yeah.